everybody, good time. I'm Hania Khadem from Jahamax Educational Academy. In this video, I'm going to tell you some useful points about daylight in 3ds Max. I want to talk about realistic lighting. By realistic, I don't mean the kind of lighting that helps us have a more attractive and realistic render. I want to talk about an approach which lets you to have a render in a particular time of the day. For example, we want to have a render of a building at 9 a.m. in Tehran, in a particular month of the year. So we want to see how would the lighting be in north and south elevations of our required building. This approach shows us the real-world lighting of the building. So we could figure out that in a particular day and time for our particular building, how the natural lighting would be. Now I show you how easily you can do it. Under the Create tab, select the System part. I click on Daylight button. I go to Perspective View. I've created my camera before. I don't want to talk about camera or other subjects in this tutorial. I just want to talk about lighting in this particular scene. I created here. Be careful to set the direction of north and south correctly. So we create it this way. Now I go to Modify tab, and under the daylight parameters, I select the type of light I want it to use. You can use Corona Sun if you're working with Corona, and use V-Ray Sun if you're working with V-Ray. And here you have a skylight part which can be set according to the environmental light. And here you have manual lighting, or you can use the second mode to adjust the lighting according to the time and location. I select the second mode and I click on Setup button. Here I enter my required time, date, and location. For example, 10 a.m. and here I give it the date I want. And here I select my location. In this part, I can't find Iran under the Asia category. It's probably because of an error. You can find it under the Africa category. Or you can enter the code of your required location here to find it. Here I've selected Tehran, Iran, and you can see it on the map. You can easily find the code of your city location by searching on the internet. I press OK. Now we can have the real-world lighting of our selected date, time, and location. If I change the time, the lighting would change too. For example, in 5 a.m. it would be like this, and so on. We can use it for animation purposes too. It is so precise and simulates the exact lighting according to the date, time, and location we give it. For example, in 6 o'clock the shadows are smooth and soft. Or for example, at 12 p.m. the shadows are sharp. So we set the parameters according to our project. And we can set the intensity and other parameters under the various and parameters part. Here we can change them. As you probably know, turbidity shows the amount of air pollution. Ozone part is for adjusting the color of ozone layer. And here you can adjust the light intensity. I can't give you an exact number because it depends on your camera settings too. So you have to find the right number yourself. Size multiplier shows the size of the source of light. You can change it if you want to change the sharpness of the shadows. As the number gets smaller, the shadows get sharper. At this time, it could be a little less, but if you want to show a time in afternoon, you have to give it a bigger number. So these parameters were the main ones, and the subtypes part is for adjusting the quality of the noises in VeriSign. And here we can add some exceptions which we rarely use. You can add the parts that you don't want them to receive light. So this was a very easy method to have the real-world lighting in your executive projects. So you can set the date and time you want. And this way you can figure out how much light would the building get in this particular time. I hope that you found this short tutorial helpful. I hope the best for you. Good luck. Bye.